Wiley Dobbs.
Thank you so much. First, have you heard that President-elect Obama and the First Lady are going to have their daughters do chores in the White House? I think that's fabulous. The President and his wife announced that the girls would be doing the dusting and the vacuuming. Now, immediately this caused some confusion within the President-elect's inner circle. If the girls are going to be doing the vacuuming and the dusting, Vice President Joe Biden wants to know what he's expected to do next. I want to recognize Patty Odell. Not only is she a fantastic associate superintendent in our school district, but she's also a great Rotarian. She stepped up and she's volunteered a number of different ways, and that's what our organization's all about. When we first hired Patty, I asked her what she thought would be the first thing she'd like to see the district do, and she just went on a rampage. She said, well, first we need to work on the school district policy manual. You know, if we have a bad policy manual, that causes legal problems. If it causes legal problems, the district doesn't want that because we're going to get sued a lot. And then next, I'd want to go on to the administrative evaluations, because the administrative evaluations are weak. And if there's one thing that we do that's important, it's evaluate our administrators. Then next, and she could see that I was glazing over. And she said, oh, she goes, I didn't tell you that I'm an ADHD adult. I said, you are? She said, yes, I'm an ADHD adult. She goes, you know how many ADHD adults it takes to screw in a light bulb? I said, no, how many? She said, hey, there's a Bruins game on Friday, you want to go? Now, as we all know, Ted Smith just recently celebrated his birthday, and I know he's over 90 years old, and what a gentleman, and what another great example of what Rotary is all about. His daughter Monty asked him the other day, I don't know if you heard about this, but she said, Dad, what's the best thing about being over 90? And Ted thought about it for a minute, and he said, the total and absolute lack of peer pressure. Now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give a demerit to Big Bill Miller. Sorry, Bill, you know that you're one of my heroes, but as an Exchequer, we're sworn to do our duty. The Exchequer's got to do what the Exchequer's got to do. Now, I have it on excellent authority that Bill has already violated what you might call a New Year's resolution. During the Christmas shopping frenzy at the Magic Valley Mall, I understand, again, on good authority, that Bill was driving around the parking lot. Somebody told me he drove for something like 20 minutes back and forth looking for a parking spot, couldn't find one, finally stopped in the middle of the road. He looked heavenward and he said, Lord, if you'll find me a parking spot, I'll give up Irish whiskey and I'll attend Mass every week for the rest of my life. And he looked down and just then a car pulled out from a beautiful parking spot and took off. Bill looked back up toward the sky and he said, never mind, I just found one. And lastly, as you no doubt know, Danny Morona is coming out of retirement for one night only, and that's tonight. He will be entertaining along with some friends, including our very own Jill Sherman. So credits to both of those very generous people. They'll be entertaining tonight at Canyon Crest Event Center from around 6:30 until, it's my understanding, something like 1 a.m. All of the proceeds are going to support the Danny Morona Performing Arts Scholarship. So I don't know if there are tickets left. I understand that they were close to selling out, so I don't know if there are any tickets left, but I would like to give a credit to everyone who's planning to attend. I'd also like to wish everybody a fabulous 2009. I hope it's our best year ever. Thank you.
Introducing our program today is Dick Worth.
Happy New Year. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Phyllis Berg. Phyllis is a good old Magic Valley girl. She grew up in Hanson and actually spent some time at the University of Idaho. And she's the president of Safe Harbor, and she's going to tell you about their program. Phyllis Burke.